Let's go!
The King of Fighters 15 does exist. It was not a bait. They weren't trying to bait us this whole time. It's actually something that is real and is apparently happening. And like I said, I want to have a discussion after this because there are some things that we need to talk about regarding KOF 15 going forward. Considering how enjoyable I find KOF 14 and how much I eventually did tolerate that game. That game's online experience is not good. Is really not good. And in fact has been one of the biggest hampers to SNK's mainline titles, while some of their sideline titles, some of their classic games have had a wonderful resurgence of player base as well as community because they've had decent net play injected into them. So let's see what the hell they have to talk about here, what the initial discussion is going to be regarding KOF 15's official announcement, right? Outside of just the initial teaser that was, no shit, a year and a half ago now. That shit was a year and a half ago that happened. We'll see what they have to say. I'm very curious, because I think this is mostly developers talking about stuff.
皆さんこんにちは。KOF15 のクリエイティブディレクターの小倉英介です。
大変お待たせしましたが、ついに KOF15 の情報公開
The official trailer release date. Oh, I thought they was about to say release date. No, it's trailer release date.
どうですか？
そうですね。ファンの皆さんからもう期待の声をたくさんいただいているということですので、まあ今からちょっと緊張しております。
Damn. Damn, my. Damn, my. Damn. Damn.
告知用のトレーラーを制作しましたのでご覧ください。どうぞ。
どうぞ。
Short teaser. Okay. We're gonna see the logo again. Yo, wait. Did Kyo have a headband? Wow, dude, Benny Maru looks flamboyant as shit. He looks so pretty. Was that Shune? January 7th, 2021. So they just showed concept art. Wait a minute. Did Kyo have his, like, really old design? Show you the scenes from the actual game, but there are some pretty interesting things going on in this teaser. Oh my god, you just showed us concept art, bruh. Bruh, you just showed us concept art. That's not a teaser. Come on. Okay.
ですね、まず、俊英君なんですけれども、前作の14ではですね、
Does he look any different? He still's got the headphones on and shit.
ちょっと微妙なポジションの新キャラクターとして登場したわけですけれども、
We weren't sure if he was the protagonist or not.
主人公
Why do I not remember him having
することになりま
a
す。
tie? Is that a specific detail that I do not remember?
されますし、かっこよさの方にも磨きがかかっておりますので、ぜひ
Give him some extra moves. Interesting. Yeah, he's not really tiny anymore.
彼が主人公ということで、
He is the protagonist. Wow.
ストーリーが展開しますので、そのあたりもぜひ
He's the main character. It felt like he was kind of the main character of even KOF 14 in many ways. He was on like the front of the box in many occasions. Damn, Kyo's design looks great. Kyo is a character I'll always play. I've always loved playing Kyo since CVS 2. Chain combos, bodegas, all that shit. Rise kicks into command grab, I love it. Well, the character designs look great. It really depends on how much this translates to 3D. Damn, dude, Benny Maru, his costume is perfect. Holy shit. He looks super flamboyant. I love it. More content very soon. Okay.
楽しみにしていただけたらなと思います。キャラクターに関しては今回
So only 3 characters. Okay, this is a KOF game, dude. There's gonna be... I hope they carry over animations from the previous game, but just make the characters look different. They don't need to throw away everything they had from KOF 14, you know? What I'm trying to get at is that I want Rock to be in the main roster. I don't want Rock to be DLC or to never show up, for Christ's sake.
変えて今回進めていますので、またね 来年になって
Wait, let me go back.
徐々に
I was bullshitting too much.
15とはもうガラッ
The
と
way the teams are composed will differ greatly from
進んでいますので
14?
喋れないんですけど気になるところいっぱいあるんですけども何かその辺も
Tell the fans what's going on. That'd be great. Wait, what?
そうですねまあ
The way the teams are composed will be differ greatly from 14. Wait a minute. Are they saying that the development teams
またね来年になって
or the
徐々に
in-game teams?
情報を公開していくことになると思います
Huh.
のでそのあたりどうなるのかな
In-game
皆さんの方で
teams. Interesting. That's fucking what? How what? Wait, what? KOF teams haven't changed like forever. It's always been like 3v3 no tag.
で初公開になってましたけれどもロ
Huh.
ゴの方も正式なものが
Maybe they're going to go to 2v2 with tag?
今までナンバリングの方はザ・キング・オブ・ファイターズ
That is a powerful logo.
あしらってたんですけれども
Are they going to stick tag into this shit? Is it going to be like strikers? I don't know, man.
KOF っていうのが通ってますので、その3文字を強調したデザインに、MI 以来となりますけれども、
The Maximum Impact series? Damn, we're mentioning Maximum Impact in this? Holy shit.
徐々に馴染んでいただければと思います。はい、それでは小倉さん最後に、初公開を楽しみにしているファンの皆様に向けてメッセージをお願いします。
はい前作を
Yeah, he might be meaning like who's team Japan, like who's team
ぜひご期待ください
Team KOF, Team Fatal Fury. That might be what they're referring
さら
to.
に KOF15 の情報公開に合わせて、サムライスピリッツ
I don't think they're going to change things a ton in terms of
先日ご案内した
core
劇画の
gameplay
天使のコラボ
of the Last Blade
キャラクターも
characters.
もちろん新たなキャラクターも発表予定です。それでは KOF ファンの皆さん、サムスピファンの皆さん、
It's crazy that Sam Show's still getting updates, right? That there's still that game, Samurai Showdown did extremely well. Probably the best-selling mainline SNK game in quite some time. And the fact that they're supporting it is good. It's unfortunate that it isn't the thing that's improving isn't the thing that it needed the most online. Somebody said that there was a hint at the start of this thing. You see more characters if you slow down the trailer. Oh, I just saw it. Gimme. Leona. Oh, so K-Dash is in it, obviously. And then that's Shune. I think the first one is Benimaru. Okay, so Leona and K-Dash are in there. I'm not surprised. Let's get to the meat and bones of this conversation, because this is the part that actually needs to be talked about quite a bit. It's nice to be reassured that the game exists, right? KOF 14 was actually the King of Fighters game outside of CVS 2 that made me go back and really appreciate SNK gameplay elements, especially mobility options and things like that. And KOF 14 eventually introduced Rock Howard, and then I just fell in love. Like, I was fighting my guttural urges, my actual instinctual urges to just want to drop this shit right off the bat, because KOF 14's online was a travesty. It was really bad. They had some systems in place that made it decent in terms of functionality, like online and stuff like that. Like, lobbies were okay, but my god, dude, game had a big problem when it came to its netcode. And that stuff never really got fixed. I really enjoy KOF 14 regardless. I really liked the game. But I hope they don't ditch everything from KOF 14 going into 15. I think there's a lot of work that was already done from this game moving forward, where they can preserve a lot of character animations and moves and things like that, and they don't have to completely go through the redesign process. But what I do hope happens is that there is a substantial adjustment made to the visual styling of the game. And while everyone's going to be like, oh, KOF 13 visuals should come back, that's just not going to happen, right? That is not going to happen. I do think finding a nice middle ground between the designs of the characters and something that is sort of shown off in Samurai Showdown is possible. I think that is an absolute possibility now. We can get characters in the same visual respect as something like Samurai Showdown, but not looking identical to Samurai Showdown, right? That's what I hope happens. I think the animation stylings and everything that is presented style-wise in Sam Show looks pretty good. They said they want to emulate the art style of KOF 13 with 3D cel-shaded graphics. If that's what they're actually saying, then that's really good. If it's confirmed that they want to go for a cel-shading style, that is kind of similar to what they did with Samurai Showdown. And going forward, how the game will present itself is going to be very is going to be very dependent on how many characters are going to be in this game. Long story short, I hope they don't get rid of a lot of characters from the previous one. I still hope they have a meaty roster, and I hope that that happens because, goddamn, please bring back Rock Howard. Like, why? Why the hell do we have to get another KOF game where we remove a bunch of characters from before, you know? That's like the weirdest spot where we're all excited that Terry might make it back in. It's like, dude, of course Terry's gonna be there, right? Of course Geese is most likely gonna be there. Don't make Rock DLC again. I hope there was enough hibiscus created in the previous DLC of people getting excited about Rock that would be introduced. Story-wise, Rock as a child, they just said this is a sequel to KOF 14. Wait, what? Am I losing my mind here? Did they just say that this is a sequel to KOF 14? Am I losing my mind? Rock is a grown-ass man now. Rock is like gonna be in his fucking 20s. Rock was DLC not canon. Geese Howard was a walking dead body, and he was in the main roster. How the hell do you think characters' current mortal coil matters in a KOF roster, much less how old they are? In what world has that ever mattered in the King of Fighters history? The whole point of this is that it's like a Smash Brothers kind of situation. An SNK Smash Brothers, where characters come in from a ton of different shit. It's never mattered. To tell me that, oh, it matters now specifically, that you're the same people saying that Melina can't come back because she's dead. Look what happened. The most important thing out of all this shit is netcode. Most important thing is netcode, and the next most important thing is crossplay. If SNK, if we are four mainline SNK games deep into this shit, and they are not aware that their games need to have rollback netcode in some way, then I don't know what to say, dude. That'll be severely detrimental to the game going forward. But yeah, like, the next most important thing is obviously going to be crossplay between other systems. If this shit doesn't get that, then it's going to be really hard to get super excited about this game, because we've been thinking about it for a long time and we've been hoping that it's going to get these things. And if it doesn't get these things, these core fundamental fighting game elements, then it's a big deal. And unfortunately, SNK is one of the final companies to not conform in some way. One of the final companies to not actually do anything. Them and essentially Bandai Namco. To actually, from the ground up, put decent net play into their fighting games. Yeah, let's hope that Guilty Gear Strive and everything else and the big stink that everyone's making regarding fighting games is a big deal. Let's hope that becomes a big deal at this point. Let's hope everybody complaining that Samurai Showdown and its online population dropping like a rock is because of its extremely poor net play. And they know it. Because the thing is, Samurai Showdown still sold really good, but it's extremely difficult to get people together to play that game in an online environment without using something like Parsec. So that's my big hopes going forward, right? My big hopes is that let's bring back a lot of the characters and animations from games before. Let's give it a unique visual style, similar but not exactly the same as Samurai Showdown. Let's actually introduce decent online play and functionality, and hopefully cross-generational, cross-platform functionality, because we still don't know if this is going to be a PlayStation exclusive title. We don't know if it's going to be a cross-generational game. I'm assuming it's going to be, because it was essentially announced for the previous generation a year and a half ago. But I'm excited, right? It's hard to get excited about what they showed because this shit was just concept art that they did show. But at least it's confirmation of existence, and the knowing that we're going to see what it looks like in about a month's time is reassuring. Let's just hope Rock Howard is a part of it.